Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we're playing IKORIA Magic today because I have access to the VIP event, and so we are going to be having some fun playing with Winota join our forces today. I think probably the most busted card in this new set. I'm trying to play with a few other cards in here as well just because they're fun and cool, but I'm also trying to build around Winota. So Winota join our forces. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, and it gains indestructible till end of turn. Then you put the rest of the bottom of the library, whatever. So Winota, first off, we have to try to hit Winota on turn 4, turn 5 if we can with this deck. We don't have any card draw in Boros. Go figure. But what we need to do is we need to have tokens. Tokens that are soldier tokens, things that are not human. So we have Raise the Alarm, we have Chandra, we have our Satyr tokens with Annex, we have our Goblin tokens here, and also our Sky Knight Vanguard creates a soldier token here. And so those are our best ways of creating things that are not humans. I have one Hanged Executioner as well, just because I feel like it fit that 3-drop slot so well. One Aurelia, or a couple Aurelias here as well. But then basically what we do is whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, so it's not just one trigger here. Every single creature that's not human that attacks whenever the turn that we get out Winota. So turn 4 we attack with everything. All of a sudden we can have hopefully like 6 things into the battlefield tapped and attacking, and we should just win the game that turn with all of our busted awesome humans that we have. So we have one Kenrith, we have one Sir Aelin, we have Haktos, we have Tajik, we have Annex, a lot of legendary things here I'm kind of recognizing, so that might be a little bit awkward. We have our Lava Brink Venturer, Sky Knight Vanguards, and our Fervent Champion. So those are all the humans that we can run into with this deck. And when we do, we also have Taranika. When we do, all of them come in first off, tapped, already attacking, and so if we can get in with Hackdoses, if we get in some big things, we're going to do some pretty busted things. And so if we don't win that turn, we should win the turn after. That's also why I like Annex in here, because if they do have the board wipe for the next turn, we at least have answers for that. I should also probably have like Luminous Broodmoth in this deck. You know, let's actually go ahead and oh, that's right. Not collected. So they've changed up the advanced filters side of things as well, by the way, which looks really cool. Let's actually take out the Aurelia for the Luminous Broodmoth, just because it's new, it's cool, it's what we want to do. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this one does for us, and yeah, wish me luck. All right, up against Triz, a VIP, and Luminous Broodmoth seems pretty good. It's terrible with the tokens that we're creating, but it's a good card, so we're going to keep this. Lots of good things going on here. Get out our tap land. Another look to see if we can find Winota at some point. Or we just go digging for it earlier. Being able to play Luminous Broodmoth is always nice. We're such a weird deck. Chandra Acolyte of Flame is really nice because we have a bunch of things that we can recast. It's like being able to create multiple Raise the Alarms with this is really nice. Being able to destroy target enchantment, is that going to come into play on this turn? Probably not. Do I want to hold up? I think I shock in the Foundry, Sacred Foundry, pass the turn. Worst case scenario, we start playing Raise the Alarm. We get in for 4 damage each turn with these two. Seems really good. Guru. Okay. Yep. It's like Sultai. I think the Sultai decks are going to be so insanely powerful. I think there's like a Sultai Flash deck, Sultai Ramp, so many good decks in Sultai. Because everything in Simic is broken. Alright, so we do get Winota. So now we will, yeah, play this out. Hanged Executioner as well. What if Winota doesn't stick around? That's the question. All right. To the bottom. Attack him. Pass the turn. As long as we get to attack with these creatures, we should get enough value that it's okay. Hydroid Crisis for 2. Okay, resolves. We get to draw a card. That's cool. Probably digging for land. We will Scorching Dragonfire. being able to attack with these guys again, and they're tapped down, so now we get to do awesome things. So Winota, attack in. Yeah, 2 triggers. We will grab a Kenrith. Yeah, that's fine. We will also grab a Lava Brink Venturer. Let's put it on odd. We know Uro's there, so why not? I still think Murderous Rider, things like that are still going to be played even with Heartless Act. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, so we get a Kenrith out. It seems pretty good. We get to play Luminous Broodmoth and give it haste next turn as well. So all right, this is pretty sweet, I guess. You know, it's not bad. Dude, Winota is so busted. A Dryad comes out. That's fine. We get Acolyte of Flame as well, which is, I mean, that's definitely what we're going to be going for next turn. All right. Do they have... There is a chance that they're holding up Heartless Act, which we do have the answer for Heartless Act here. So, Chandra. Thank you. All right. Yeah, create some elementals. And we will attack in. Lava Brink Venture has protection. Let's get 4 triggers with Winota. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, Lava Brink Venture on odd again because this is an odd blocker. Let's go ahead and Sky Knight Vanguard. Let's get out Tajik. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, let's also grab Haktos. Why not? Next, what is it? On 2. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. This is ridiculous. How do you beat something like this? I recognize that we're in Boros right now, so it's a little bit like janky the way we're doing it, but I think you could easily splash into other colors, especially with Wedge mana right now and all this stuff, like, and just have this be a legitimate like combo deck. Yeah, this is busted, and I love it. Here we go again. All right, so we're up against A22 and MTG. So these are all streamers and stuff, so it's kind of cool. Gonna keep this. I love this hand. We have lots of ways to create tokens and hopefully a way to find our Winota. Unfortunately, we don't really have a way to find our Winota. And we'll see what we're up against here. Let's go ahead with Sky Knight Vanguard. Pass the turn. Is this just like the basic deck? Flyers? Maybe not. Lava Brink Adventure is going to be great later on. I don't feel like I need to do anything with it just yet. I could Light of Hope. You know, let's actually do that. All right, so Fervent Champion. Attack in. Yeah, we grow this Sky Knight Vanguard. We start creating tokens. Next. So they don't block at all. So sweet. Then we get our Raise the Alarm on the next turn. And so the best draw here by far would be Winota. So pass the turn. So Light of Hope I love for a few reasons. First off, it gains you life against aggro. You destroy his enchantments for 1 mana. And then also it counters basically the #1 removal spell, Heartless Act now. If every creatures don't have, if they choose the don't have counters portion of it, also you need to put counters onto it. All right, taps down Sky Knight Vanguard. A little bit annoying there. This is just like the Flyers deck, which is really good. They have the new Mutate card, so this might be like a Mono Blue Tempo style as well. All right, bummer. We don't get the good side of this. I think we're just going white though. Or do we want to get out the Venturer? Castle Embereth is also interesting here. I just feel like we for sure lose it to these 2 attackers, which may not be bad. Actually, let's go Lava Brink Adventurer. Let's choose even. No attacks. I'm not going to attack it with everything until we can get the Castle Embrith pump. And we still win just by like running into Winota here. Cloud Kinsia. Dungeon Geist, I'm assuming, is going to swing in here. All right, so the odd creatures can block here. And they have 2. That's a bummer. Was not expecting Wall of Ruins, I'll be honest. All right, we drew the Winota. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and pay that, shock that in. That's fine. We can gain 4 life with that mana. We'll play Winota. Yes. We'll attack in with everything. No reason not to here. All right, so we get 3 triggers with Winota. First off. Yes. We will grab a Tajik that's tapped and attacking. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We will grab a Fervent Champion. We don't want more Winotas, although if we do hit multiples, it's not terrible. We will grab a Kenrith. Yes, yes. Okay, Kenrith is good. Okay. We will also give everything trample if they block awkwardly here. Yeah. Yeah. So this is so insanely broken. Winota, whenever any non-human you control attacks. So we only had 3 soldier tokens. Next turn we get to play Chandra and get to do 6 hits here. All right. So Kenrith, we're gonna go ahead and give everything trample. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, it's so busted. Oh man, it's so good. Oh, they got a Spectral Sailor. Good on you, sir. Good on you. Swings in. Is that lethal? Oh my gosh. All right, they actually beat us there, but all right, I should have held up the gain 4 life apparently with Light of Hope instead of pumping through. That does make sense. I wasn't even paying attention, but still, we did the cool thing, and that's what matters. Here we go again. Up against Sandushi. Ducci? Is that how you say it right? We have Winota. I'm going to keep this. We have token generators and Winota. Yeah, this is sweet. All right, let's go ahead and play out the mountain, pass the turn. I'm also running these IKORIA lands. I don't think I've gone through and like found all the different types of things. Why do I have the whelp? That was disgusting. Just like bothers me in my soul. I'm also only running 23 lands, so what are the odds here that we actually run into our stuff? Let's show our deck here. Oh, we don't hit land, no! Oh, it's brutal. Don't have Scorching Dragonfire. We might play something more important. All right. So I can Scorching Dragonfire to kill this. We get rid of Bone Crusher Giant just by doing that. If they play it out, we have to shock ourselves to kill the Bone Crusher Giant. Is there anything else we actually want to make sure that we can hit? I guess technically making them spend the 3 mana is better here. Like I'd gladly spend 2 mana and 2 life to make them take the damage here. Yeah, so I mean, we get to take their turn this way instead. Give me land. There we go. Give me land or give me death. All right, Legion Ore Boss. A little bit scary because we know that they have stomps and things. Bone Crusher Giant would probably be good in this deck as well. Just, it's another non-human that you can attack with. It's really powerful. Deafening Clarion. All right, so a tapped land would probably be the best here. Well, it's not a tapped land, but let's go Hanged Executioner or Luminous Broodmoth. We know that they're playing Deafening Clarion now. Technically, Hanged Executioner is going to be better for us here. If they have another Deafening Clarion, it's annoying, but I think manageable. We also have answers for things like Kenrith, Bone Crushy, okay. Luminous Broodmoth would have been nice there. Sacrificing the Fabulist of Passages. So I'm guessing this is Jeskai fires of some sort, and what they're doing with the fires, like there's so many fun things you can be doing in this format, so who knows? Ooh, Annex as well. Well, we are going to play out Winota. We are going to swing in with the token. We are going to grab a Kenrith because, you know, as one does. Do we grab the Kenrith? I would love to have Luminous Broodmoth so that we can get all this stuff back. So we just have to hope for no board wipe this turn. It has Indestructible. Down to 11 past the turn. Man, the amount of times that we've run into Kenrith as a 1-of in the deck has been amazing. But digging 6 down, it's not that difficult to do. All right, we also get Luminous Broodmoth. We also get Annex, which is pretty cool. Things do die at all. Raise the alarm as well. Annex means that if Kenrith dies, we create a bunch of tokens, but they can't block. Luminous Broodmoth, like, I am a little bit worried about just like dying on this next turn. All right, let's do this first. The stuff comes out indestructible anyway, so let's go ahead and swing in here. Haktos. Sir Alien is also pretty sweet. This means that we can start running out like Raise the Alarm or other things a little bit better. But Haktos, I mean, come on, Haktos. It's protection from... The issue is it's not going to be able to block at all. But yeah, so it will absolutely get in for damage though. Raise the Alarm means I get to hold up blockers. If they go for like a board wipe of some sort here, that could be pretty nice. Let's play Luminous Broodmoth. There's just so many good things about Luminous Broodmoth. If they have a board wipe, guess what? Luminous Broodmoth, everything comes back. Yeah, it's good. Dude, this deck, when it does its thing, it is so sweet. Up against Dr. Senri, and we have tokens. Tokens are awkward with Luminous Broodmoth, but we're going to go ahead and keep this. Skyknight Vanguard's also awkward with it, but the Lava Brink is sweet. So play Sacred Foundry tap, pass the turn. We also have to have 2 red and 2 white with Winota, but we have the token generators. Hopefully that's enough. Flying protection might not be terrible either. We'll throw this out. I'm pretty sure it just gets shocked or something, and then they get to swing in for 2. Scorching Dragonfire, probably going to be played everywhere. All right, just a shock. That's cool. And now they're going to opt. All right, nope. Down to 17. All right, let's go ahead and play Lava Brink Venturer. I don't think we're going to get to Winota anytime real soon. Odds or evens? I think we protect against evens. Brazen Borrowers, like, unsummons are going to be an issue, but we get to attack through the Sprite Dragon, technically. Riel, okay, that's a blocker, but they're not going to block this turn at least. Okay, let's go ahead with Brood Moth. Swing in. Sprite Dragon is a little bit scary with Broodmoth because we want to keep our Broodmoth on the battlefield. If they attack in here, it's just a shock and then they kill us, basically. Kill it. It's not good. But Kenrith will be sweet. Sprite Dragon number dose. Okay. Winged Executioner. We play out lots of tokens. We do get to the Winota after we're playing all these tokens. It's just like game. I think splashing blue for like the card draw with Kenrith and like Agent of Treachery would be really fun here. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Hanged Executioner. Swing in with the Venturer. We have lots of blockers now. We also have a way to exile things. Down to 14 past the turn. We're going to be playing a little bit more of the long game here. Yeah, Hanged Executioner looks really weird with Luminous Broodmoth because if it has flying, it doesn't come back with the counter. Cathartic Reunion. Oh, this is a Phoenix deck. Oh. So we actually, Hanged Executioner is legitimately like valid in this form. We should probably be running Cathartic Reunions ourselves, actually. Just the amount of card draw in red would be nice. Draw 3 cards. Yeah, I forgot how good that card is. It's ridiculous. One on top. Okay. Are they attacking here? Neo. Alright. Raise the alarm. Dude, our deck has got to look so weird to the opponent. Come on, no. Give me the... okay. Protected from even still. Henrith. Giving him haste and trample. Do they trade off with stuff? I actually think that it would be pretty... I mean, if they... I guess we absolutely swing in here with Kenrith, because if it dies, it comes back as a flare. Sweet. All right, so swing, swing. Hold back everything else. But 8 damage is pretty legitimately tough, you know. All right, so ops, they do get bigger with the Sprite Dragons. Again, if they kill Kenrith, it comes back, so we're pretty happy about that. Comes back as a flying blocker. Yeah, looking at Luminous Broodmoth like, what the crap do we do? They can trade off with Lava Brink Venturer with this Riel, which is probably a good call too, but again, it comes back with flying, and then we can give it protection from even again. Okay, they just take it down to 6, pass the turn. All right, sweet. What do you got? This is surprisingly effective deck. I mean, our hand is crazy. And we have an Annex with 0 red pips. Like, what is this deck? Although I do think Annex is busted with Luminous Broodmoth, because if you have multiple of them at times, you can play both of them, get the satyrs out, like get 4 satyrs and bring them each back a couple times, get like 8 satyrs. Oh my gosh. Dude, double Annex with Broodmoth? What? Okay, that's going to be sweet. That's 8 satyr tokens that hopefully survive, I guess. But if you're playing things like Kenrith as well, you know, as everyone should, clearly. Oh man, this deck. All right, opponent keeps it up. Figures they can't do anything else. We didn't find Winota, but we did get the win. And I'll take it for sure. Ah, Rainer. I've already played up against him a couple times. We have the Winota. We have a token generator, kind of, hopefully, that will work. We have the Fervent Champion. So, I mean, hopefully this will work. We will go aggressive here. We have a fairly aggressive hand. Being able to pump the Skynet Vanguard with this is pretty nice too. Fable Passage. They're playing it slow. Dude, I love Light of Hope. I am so excited to test this out. Technically, we're unprotected for this next turn, but being able to put a counter onto like Fervent Champion as well. Like so many times this is versatile. Where like being able to put not just a +1/+1, but put a counter onto something. Sweet. Being able to destroy enchantments. Sweet. So many good things here about this card. So we know that we get Winota. We also know the token is going to die. Unless we offer them the Fervent Champion as well. Or even just put a counter onto the token. So they block the token. Oh man, how greedy are we here? Oh, we're so greedy. All right, so we're gonna put a counter onto this guy. All right, please survive. We're actually fine with everything else dying. We want that token to survive. What is this anyway? Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cost if it has mutate. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. All right, that's pretty good. That's actually a pretty good thing to put stuff onto. Gem Razor just playing it out. Or they are mutating it on. Cool. It has reach as well. Do they just have 4 mana? If it has mutate, it's less to cost, huh? It's really good. All right. Winota. Swing in with the token. And Skynet Vanguard. It creates an extra token. They have to deal with this. So they might block here with that, but let's go ahead and create an extra... Yeah. All right, we get a lot of options. Do we go for Haktos? Tajik. Terranika is also kind of cool. It lets us attack in again with the token if one of them survives. So yeah, this is a tough choice. Haktos is really powerful here, of course. Haktos is always powerful. Then Terranika is also fairly interesting. Because it means that we get to actually use Winota's ability again. So let's go Terranika. Okay, they block all the tokens. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So the best draw here would be Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. That would be sweet. Gem Razor, just the body itself, like being able to bring it out on turn 3 as well, busted. A 4/4 trample and reach. The reach is definitely coming into play here. Terranika going to be pretty cool too. We can swing in with everything actually. We'll probably give protection to the Skynet Vanguard or the Fervent Champion. Everquill. Oh, that's annoying. That changes things a bit. All right, there we go. Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. Oh man, just the best card you could possibly draw in this situation. Why not? Let's do it. All right, let's swing. We have another Winota, right? So I guess we swing with everything and try to go for the win. What do we give protection to? Probably the Fervent Champion seems pretty powerful to put as indestructible. All right, opponent skips it up. Yeah, that's the Chandra Acolyte Flame was by far the best thing we could draw there, and we have a chance of hitting not a Haktos because it would be at the bottom, but I mean we get to dig so deep. 12 cards deep for the 2 best humans in each pile. My goodness. I love this deck so much. I love it. Up against MTG. I love it. We don't have any red mana. That's very awkward with this deck. We're going to go ahead and mulligan this one and try to hit something a bit better. Yeah. Keep this. Drop the Chandra. We get the Temple. We get Token Generator. We have Winota. Not land. Put it to the bottom. Feeble Passage. Well, I guess we don't shock ourselves. Skynet Vanguard. Get to create another token next turn. So, I mean, if everything goes well, we get to use Chandra Acolyte of Flame next turn. Oh, man. Every time we're having one. Chandra's still perfect here, though. So, the biggest hope is that we get to draw a land. Chandra.
Not to brag, but I'm totally back. Go get him, buddy.
Okay, you hit him, you hit her. Because, you know, it's Chandra. Got him! That's the turn. Chandra, actually pretty good against this style of deck. They don't have as many ways to deal with Chandra, hopefully. Narset. Now that's a way to actually deal with Chandra. Dang it.
Let thoughts flow like river rapids.
We really want this Winota to do things. They don't have to discard here. Discard's a shark type game. Bummer face. Well, we are gonna get out the token creators. I feel like Lava Brink Venture would be better. Or even just Scorching Dragonfire to kill Narset wouldn't have been too shabby. These tokens, we don't actually get to use these tokens until the turn after as well. So, land, Scorching Dragonfire. Oh. Now we Scorching Dragonfire that. Another Lava Brink Venturer. I think I'm looking for token generators at this point. That's a good card. All right, so we're going to do some interesting things here. So we're going to go to combat, all attack at Narset. Each of our tokens we're going to bring in attacking at Narset. I'm basically going to show, like, I'm showing, like, all right, we're trying to kill your Narset. But little did they know, we also get to kill your Arcana Sun's Grace. All right, they get to gain life. We get to kill Narset. Life is pretty good. The worst case scenario right now is a Deafening Clarion. Deafening Clarion makes us sad. It hurts me in my soul a little bit. Shocks it. Arcana Sun's Grace. All right, no counterspell. Please, for the love, no counterspell. Don't you dare. Don't you dare have that counterspell. Come on. Bounce a token. Kill a token. I mean, that's not fun, but it's fine. Okay, attack, attack. Do we go with the Sky Knight Vanguard to get another token? They gain 3 life. This is kind of funky. The Sky Knight Vanguard creating another token actually is potentially worthwhile. If they have board wipe, we're fine with Arcana Sun's Grace. So yeah, we swing in with everything. This is weird. We're probably losing Sky Knight Vanguard, but we get to bring out 2 other creatures. Lava Brink Venturer, protection from even. And they have something. But they can't bounce this now. What? We went 6 deep and hit nothing. That is the first whiff. It's so unlikely for us to whiff. What are the odds of drawing a human here? I don't even know. All right, Owen of the Sea comes out. They get to create a token. Yeah, the life gain is ridiculously bad for us. I'm glad that we kept... So hopefully they go for killing Sky Knight Vanguard. Okay, that's good. We get to have 2 triggers next turn. Elspeth conquers dad. Boo hiss. Yeah. Yeah, this deck is probably like our worst nightmare right here. And I'm still not even sad at all about what's going on. That's kind of the fun part about this. All right, so even mana cost counts for the tokens. So we're gonna go even again. Swing these guys in. We basically have to hit Winota again. So we're gonna bring down... Oh, dang it. I had to raise the alarm then. Now I don't think we're fast enough. They get it in for 7 here. The life gain, even if we hit Winota, I don't think matters to them at all. It wouldn't matter to me. They probably have Banishing Lights and stuff like that. These are both even. Down to 4. No Winota. Alright, good game. All attack! I'll concede now. Sorry. Alright, well this deck is super fun. I mean, that is important to show that we have big blowout potential with this deck. If you don't have Winota, the rest of the deck is a little bit funky. But if you hit Winota, it's like I win the game as long as I get... Well, okay, we got an attack with that one. And we did whiff, which is pretty frustrating. But overall, dude, this deck is so fun. Winota is completely busted. I do think that you can play a version of this deck. I think Jeskai would be fun. I think that you can go 4-color with this just fine. Like... With how easy it is to cast this, I was thinking this was double red, double white for a second. Even I was thinking of Haktos mana. Super easy to cast by splashing in other colors, and there's a lot of good humans and other things. Agent of Treachery. would be sweet to have in a deck like this. It would be pretty cool. I think that you can play like a Fires deck with Winota and have a bunch of token generators randomly, even just like in your mana base or something like that, which this one doesn't work. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye. Thank you.